Hello YouTube, we are back with another pitcher gameplay video. You can check out my rotation right now. It's Matt Harvey, prime Matt Harvey, prime Justin Verlander, postseason John Lester, prime Anibal Sanchez, and is it rookie, but also prime Michael Pineda. I was talking a bit about him in the, I skipped him. I was talking a bit about him in the Jeff Samardzija video, so I figured go ahead and put him in and see what's what. And no matter who we get, we're going to do a video. That's why I'm starting it here. So let's go ahead and jump in. I'm up to 1920, 11 points away from setting a new high, which is pretty chill. Let's see. We'll go to Oak Street. I don't know. Let's just have some fun in Oak Street. Let's see where we're at. If I'm picking, if I'm trying to get who I really want to talk about and pitch with here right now, I would say it's probably the Pineda #1 or maybe the Harvey #2. I didn't get to do a full game with the Harvey, and it's a 1-game sample that didn't even get to be finished. It was 5 1/3, so I have a hard time saying like, oh, I'm automatically dominant with him, so I can't wait to try him again. I'm very excited for that. So Harvey might even be the #1, and then maybe Pineda's second. Played a game earlier. Oh, there we go. We got one. Played a game earlier, and I found a game pretty quick. So this was about just over halfway on the meter. Hopefully, we got someone in our range. You know, I don't mind, like, the way the rating system works, right? There's not a whole lot of incentive to play like a 15-50 person, right? If I somehow lose, you know, if they play a great game, it's baseball, right? Some stuff could go wrong. You could green swing a whole bunch of stuff and it goes right to the outfielders or lineouts to the infield, and you lose, and they hit, you know, 1 homer. Oh, they don't want to face Lester. And they hit 1 homer against you, and you lose 1-0. You know, that could happen against like a 15-50. It's unlikely if you're 1930. You know, I can't waste my time playing against these peasants. I don't think anything like that. But you get to a certain level down in the 1500s, and it's, you know, the upside just isn't there. So we'll see where the Jacksonville Bombers are. And if you saw, we got Anibal Sanchez, which is cool. So we'll see where we're at here. I actually got Anibal Sanchez for my game earlier today. It was a route. I actually mercied a guy, which was cool. I don't usually do that. So we'll see where Mr. Manny Machado with an extra Y is. He's a 1651. So this is about that area where it's like, I don't know. But we're gonna play it out. We're gonna do it. Another issue with it is that it's probably not a great assessment of how good the pitcher that we're going to use is. But, again, we're going to give it a shot. I'm going to put it on for all of these guys so far here. Not Ortiz, not Posey, not Myers. A-Rod. It's using Homer Bailey. All right, let's see. You see, he works like 94. It's like 93, 95. I think you can get it up to 95 at your very best with Anibal Sanchez. I like the pitch mix. This was a card I used early in the season, and I really liked. Of course, a card that is successful in DS isn't necessarily going to carry over to CS and beyond. I'm not in the World Series, so I can't speak to that level. But I like that he has the sinker along with the four-seamer. This guy is a bit of a clown. It's alright though. It's a legit hit. Caleb Head. He's running right. Oh, I'm surprised. I'm really surprised that he's not running first pitch. You know what I really notice with players down in this level is they beat themselves a lot, right? So much bunting, obvious stealing, that sort of stuff, where it's like, if you just played a little bit more of a straight up game, you'd be fine. I'm not saying you can never bunt, right? You're going to put Billy Hamilton on your team, I get it. Bunt, right? Get some bunts in there. But bunting every time, base stealing on the first pitch and stuff. It's ridiculous. So, Robbie, you got to make that play, dude. You got to make that play. Now we're down 1-0. It's brutal. So we got four-seam slider, changeup, sinker, curve, good arsenal. Of course, we go 3-0 here. Cool fake bunt, dude. You're a cool guy. You're so cool, man. Wow, that was so cool how you did a fake bunt. Wow. So impressed. All right, we'll get out of it with minimal damage. Talk a little bit about the pitches that we're working with here. So the four-seamer averages 93. Again, it can peak at 95 at times with decent control. The sinker has a nice break, 71 break, and it's not too much slower. It's more 92, 94. And then you've got the slider at 87, the changeup at 84, and the curveball at 79. So you've got some good velocity levels. You can really mix speeds nicely. You've got stuff going up and down. You got side to side. You got it all. And now we got the game tied right away here. Of course, Seager, baby. Hit a grand slam in that route that I had the game before this. Now, the tough part for this guy is that we're going to be working with some substantially larger PCIs because this is not a CS game. And so we might have some flyouts like that and whatnot, but we're gonna be hitting the ball. You best believe that. Oof. I was gonna say, if he throws another strike, if this guy doesn't throw some stuff out of the zone, I like my chances. I will say that. I would say that was a good take because it was a ball, but it was a bad take. I was just a little bit frozen on it. Like that should have been a strike, and then I'm protecting there. And we draw a walk. Let's go. I don't know why I moved my PCI up there. He's not showing any penchant for high pitches right now. Nothing I can't adjust to. Homer Bailey was somebody I really did like last year, but they got rid of his splitter. And that bummed me out a little bit. If we can really get going on this guy, it could be a short game. For those of you curious why I'm using Ian Desmond and Mike Napoli, I'm trying to get the Rangers innings done. I probably got about 5 more games worth with the guys that I'm using. I put an order in on the Prime Hamilton just to kind of speed that up a little bit. I haven't gotten them yet though. Oh, I just want that. Just because it was going down where you thought it was. Ooh, I probably could have killed that. I was making eyes at that pitch. I'm going. It's a 38, but I'm going. The lead, let's go. So yeah, I really want that Ian Kinsler. I'm a big Ian Kinsler fan. Yo, Matt Kemp really starting to come on for me. Really starting to get going, and I'm loving it. I've told y'all in previous videos that my numbers started off really bad with him, and it was bumming me out because I like Matt Kemp, and things are coming together. Now this is against the DS player. I get it. You know, We're not judging 100% off of that. But even against the CS players that I've been playing, I'm just starting to get more base hits. I'm gonna have to move him up the lineup a little bit. I put him down there because I was like, well, that's tough. That's a tough break. I moved him down in the lineup because I was like, well, I don't hit that well with him. Let's see if he can kind of earn an upgrade in the lineup, and I think he has earned it. All right, back on the mound here. That error doesn't hurt him. I wonder if he's gonna start going to the bunting more. Usually, the guys who are known, to want to kind of bunt. And I will say bunt cheese, and when it becomes cheese when you just use it as the prime method for hits with anybody all the time. Again, a Billy Hamilton bunt, even to open the game, I don't necessarily think that that's cheese. You'll see that happen in real life plenty of times. He'll try to bunt for a hit to start a game off. And so I don't freak out about that. You get Billy Hamilton, you put bunt defense on, no big deal. But what happens a lot is when you play these guys who show their hand at bunting, then they're just going to start bunting all the time. So we'll see. 4-run lead. Let's see what happens. Oh, okay. See, like that. That's a perfectly fair bunt. Because it's with his pitcher, right? He's advancing the runner. He wants to get... Now, he's advancing the runner with 1 out, so he still needs a single here. He's probably going to bunt again. He didn't. Okay. I see you. I see you. Let's put a few more on the board. Since I mercied the last guy, I didn't have to use the bullpen, which is nice. Sanchez threw all 5 or 6 innings. It was over early, folks. Did I get that? Oh, 2 homers. Siegs, baby. Did I get that? Oh, that was tricky. That was tricky. That animation was tricky. It was looking like the center fielder was watching it go, and then all of a sudden he's like, nah, caught it. Yeah, it was 5 innings that last game. 3 runs, 3 hits, a walk, and 8 strikeouts for Sanchez in that game. Yo, you keep coming in the zone. I'm going to keep hacking. Let's go. Whoops. Is that cargo? Let's see. We'll look up Bailey. Like I said, I liked Bailey last year. But this year, not so much. Plus, I was a terrible player last year, so. Oh, I was early on that sucker. Late one in there. Let's get napped easy. Another tater. He had a couple last game. In the 16-run shellacking. The guy I played last game let Steve Cishek give up 11 runs. He was facing lefties with him, and you just get an hour to see that pitch come in. Keep throwing like that. I'm gonna hit it. Ooh. I guess I could have gotten third, but I was trying to be smart. I'm gonna crush something here. He's quitting. Maybe? I don't know. We'll see. brag too much. Not like I'm thwarting some amazing competition here. Come on, Sanchez, get in on the action. Ah. He's even putting some good wood on it though. Alright, yeah, I'm looking Bailey stuff. Like, the problem is it's kind of got 2 speed levels. It's really it. Maybe 3, kind of with the way the knuckle curve works, but we'll see. I mean, no, we won't see because the game's over. And we're going to accept the concede. A little bit of a short video. I knew it could happen when I saw we weren't going to get to do too much here with Anibal Sanchez. It's only 4 points as well, so. And that's usually why when it gets to that halfway point with the bar, I usually just restart it because, you know, I don't really want to run into that. Ends up being a little bit of a waste of time. But now I've gotten Sanchez in back-to-back games. I'm going to take him out. I wish I would have recorded the first one because it was at least 5 innings, and they were the first couple innings were challenging, and I had to do things, and like he didn't even dominate. I'll show you. I said the numbers earlier. 5 innings, 3 runs, 3 hits, 8 strikeouts, 1 walk. I mean, that's not bad, but he got a couple runs. Anyway, I think this Anibal Sanchez isn't too bad. It's not a great card. I know those of you that are in World Series, you're not going to be probably not able to use him, but I liked it. I always thought it was a pretty solid card for you know, compared to the lack of hype that it gets. A lot of people like sinkers to go with a 4-seam. A 4-seam sinker combo is nice, and then the 3 primary off speeds. I like it. I think there is some use. I could definitely see it being useful in like a tournament where, you know, the restrictions allow you to have, you know, a handful of golds. Although people wouldn't usually put a gold in their rotation. I think usually people put the silvers and bronzes in their rotation and the golds in their bullpen. But either way, if there was something where it said, okay, you got to do 1 diamond, 1 gold, and then 3 whatevers, you know, 3 silvers and bronze in your rotation, and then you wanted to choose that as a gold, I could see it. I would probably choose Arrieta, but I could see it. Anyway, that's Anibal Sanchez. He's a Tiger, so he's obviously amazing. Sorry I didn't get to show more, but maybe I'll do another one down the line as a part 2 just to give you guys a follow-up. Thanks for watching.